now. What on earth are we supposed to be doing here? Yo, greets and salutations. Welcome everybody to the next installment of Sherlock Holmes Chapter One, playing on Xbox Series X to get all of that 4K 60 FPS goodness. In the previous part, we just got done with a big ass fight, and now we're just going to be collecting up some clues and seeing what's what as I think we wrap up Blindsided. Blind Dueling Club Book. The club was founded in 1689 by August von Krom after a notorious bet. He had to kill 22 ducks on a moonless night in order to win the attention of a beautiful lady, Hedwig. Unfortunately, the night was too dark and he killed 2 innocent wanderers instead. Rip. After losing both the bet and his beloved, August vowed to master the art of shooting and so founded the Blind Shooting Club. Got it. To prove their skills, members had to shoot through a screen. This task quickly became monotonous. So club members began practicing with blind duels. The club's name thereby changed to the Blind Dueling Club. In 1777, after the death of one of the members, important changes took place, including the replacement of real bullets with homemade blank cartridges. The club split into several houses and exist now in different countries to keep the tradition of German sharpshooting alive. Oof, mouthful. Got her done though.
All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels.
Okay, take a look around here.
Clever system.
Well, that was interesting. Just a clever system. Okay. Oh, big area. Oh. I was thinking this kind of seemed weird. Anyways, kind of bizarre trigger thing. Collection of telegrams. First telegram. Can't come. I fear for my life. Must leave Cadona at once. Sorry. Be careful. Dorfman. Second telegram. Those blasted anarchists are everywhere. It's their fault. I shall come to the emergency assembly at once. And I'll bring my gunmen. Hosenkamp. AKA David Hasselhoff. Third telegram. I'll be there. Alas, poor von Staub was... What a loss. Who was it? The English left-handed duelist? Von Munchausen? Hmm.
2 glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John?
John.
A nice apricot aroma. Marilyn schnapps, I presume. Half full.
Yeah, and we saw this. This is actually what made me think that there was more.
Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible.
So the unknown. Let's see what we got going on here. Yoink. I was engaged in a fight with 2 members of the planet and won, but it seems that there was a third person here. Couldn't have gone far. It's worth looking into. Oop. There goes a rat. That was something. I felt the controller Vibrate. Yoink. Goes into a wall. Wow, 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 wow. What on earth? Something happened. Oh, this thing moved. What a crazy, crazy case. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. The writing, story. I mean, the dialogue and the voice acting. Yoink, the Mad Hatter.
Who the devil are you? I won't go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes, and if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
Ah, I see. So since we didn't kill anybody down there, it's like, well, at least you're not a murderer. Let's dissect this dude. Glass eye. Ooh. Oh, it's got one eyeball. But yet, is a marksman. Best shooter in the club. Possibly empiric. Always the hand, huh? Von Krom Press. Not very tidy. From the old ruins. And the top hat. I believe we found our man. He may prove to be a valuable witness. Lock it in. This is Heinrich Fugen von Krom, the head of the Blind Dueling Club. He descends from German nobility, as his rich signet ring attests, and suffers from very poor eyesight, though he conceals it well. He turned his disability into strength by becoming the Blind Shooter Club champion. Yoink. And wears a badge to prove it. Taken as a whole, these traits suggest a confident and prideful personality. His yellow club outfit bears evidence that he was at the fatal duel. The dirt on his knee is the same as the one at the ruins. The red spot on his sleeve is not the result of my recent fight. Furthermore, his initials match the signature of the reference on the dueling oath. That explains his nervousness. It seems that Mr. von Krom knelt on the ground while trying to help von Staub. That explains the dirt on his trousers. Dark red spot on his sleeve. Interesting stuff.
So you are Mr. von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and witness to Mr. von Staub's murder.
Incorrect. I am the best shot at the club. Heinrich Fugen von Kram. But how did you know I was there?
Your clothes, Mr. von Kram, the dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins. And your jacket features a bloodstain from your attempts to save Mr. von Staub.
That is impressive.
It is merely inferential. Now, a few questions, if I may.
Be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position, it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame.
What happened in the ruins?
So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver. And further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
Yes, it was the weapons. Yes. Any suspects?
You said the killer was an excellent shot. Do you suspect someone from the club?
Definitely not. No one from the club would break our rules.
Then it's not the gun that kills. It's just the noise it makes.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone.
Let's do it, y'all.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. Von Kram.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamette. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small fortune.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and
Okay.
flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I would win it back. Eric was too concerned about all that. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating.
Damn, dude's got some Deutsche marks.
Last year, there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened.
As it happens, a Lamette .42 caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamette, yes?
I did, but my Lamette was a 36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough. If I said it, it is true.
Yes. Something true it is. Alright. We'll be back, Jerky. Let's start in the back. Professor Stoltz, ophthalmologist, Colin Kinder. Kraken House, yes. Molten, it is the Kraken House.
Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood.
True.
Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich, Cologne, 1864. Mein Wunder.
Wonderful. Von Kram donates $5,000 to the Colon Children's Hospital. I guess that takes care of everything here. We'll hook up a token of gratitude. Okay.
How to sharpen one's senses.
Character portrait. Heinrich von Kram.
How to sharpen one's senses.
John, you got anything to
Look,
say?
Sherry, I'm head of the club.
What do we got here?
Arrived just yesterday. Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand.
Eric. Wasn't having von Kram in the position of honorary consul? It is the only way to earn the respect of the countries. Your name is too small for the state position, yeah. My noble Prussian family is guaranteed that the empire can and will stand above all other nations. H.F. von Kram. Eric's response is written on the other side of the letter. Guten Heinrich. Good grief. Jawohl. What nonsense. Let's get on with it. Your family line has been corrupted by excess. You are the last and best example of this decadence. This fine D race. Dying breed. Our empire needs better men. Stronger, more modern. Do you truly believe such a superficial person, burdened with debt, gambling, and his blood, should be entrusted with responsibilities of the state? Moreover, have you ever known a cripple to be held up as the figurehead of this country? I am the only legitimate candidate to replace the German honorary consul in Cordona. Spare yourself the embarrassment and withdraw your candidacy before your weaknesses are made public. Eric von Stop. Yeah. Let's go over here and inspect. Oh. A recording machine. Gramophone?
Recordings labelled in Braille.
Okay.
Your ability to perceive the world can be developed with work and concentration.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. What you got to say of this? German nobleman.
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell.
Touché.
Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
Oh, man. The ointment. It was the sister. Maybe. The ointment box.
Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it?
Jawohl.
Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
Wonderful. Oh, the personal letter.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now.
I think, actually, we will leave. The game is definitely afoot.
I need to be elsewhere.
Yes, we are going to go talk to said sister. Yeah? Yeah, yeah. We'll keep our yellow suit on. Okay, wow, we need to find our way back to the other house. I think it's back this way. If I get lost, I'll just edit it out. Good day. Silly house, where out thou? Silly house. I had to take a left. Where's carriages? Here we go. Got it. Oh, actually, let's get back into our police uniform so we can make it all official. Proper police hat. Okay. Just barge right in. No search warrant necessary. He has a hat on now.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Good day, sir. Oh, Miss von Staub. Tisk, 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 tisk.
Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
I'm sorry, but you are the guilty party.
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No.
To the gallows.
Who is he?
Nice
the
try,
gallows.
but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, that
Certainly
face.
not. Allow me to explain how
Selling
you
it.
killed your
Working
brother.
it. There we go. The gun, A42. That was at the crime scene. She had it.
The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No.
Oh,
Eric was
busted.
obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene.
Name is definitely
Abandoned
afoot.
in panic, a typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that cursed place.
You were there at the duel at the ruins.
You hid behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded, and Mr. Von Cram is ill-sighted.
So nobody saw anything. Your imagination has run wild.
Ah, but you forget one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger. Mr. Von Cram detected a lavender and pine scent. That of your ointment.
You're taking the word of a sightless man. This is monstrous.
She's selling it, man. She is selling it. Yeah, I gotta give her credit. I mean, I feel for her because, yeah, her brother, you know, beat her. So, there we go. Yeah, thank you for promptly find suitors. There we go.
It is your
Lock it
brother
in.
who was monstrous. He was a tyrant, and you could tolerate his abuse no longer.
Living with Eric was a nightmare, yes. But he was my brother.
Now, Miss von Staub, take your time. Tell me the truth.
Think
After our
carefully.
parents died, my life slowly became hell. My brother began to humiliate me. Then he became violent. Each day he'd invent a new punishment. Shut my room, burn my paintings, starve me. And without fail, I would be beaten. All visits were forbidden, all contact verboten. I was his caged bird, his pet. When we did go out, he used me to bait influential people. He sold me to Mr. Boddington simply to earn a place amongst this island's elite.
Was that not freedom from your brother?
He sold me as a thing, sir. Who do you think this gentleman was? I could not endure more cruelty. Mr. Holmes, I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me. Don't throw me from one cage to another.
Boy, Mr. Holmes, though, you know, he's a stickler for the law. This time, we're gonna find the softer spot.
You have suffered enough, Miss von Staub, but now it is over. I will not turn you into the police.
I don't know what to say. What will happen with the case?
The usual. With their typical stupidity, the inspectors will confidently declare the case a tragic accident, and that will be that.
Oh, damn.
I didn't expect
Sherlock
such kindness.
with the power.
Kindness?
Power.
No, where the truth reveals injustice, I expect accountability, but in this matter, Miss von Staub, I see no injustice at all.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll never forget what you're doing.
Yoink. Guilty. Diamond. Yoink. Open eyes. Take pity on the poor girl. And that is what we did, yeah? Yeah. We pitied the poor girl. And she will live to be free. And now, actually, she gets all the wealth. She gets to run the castle. Alrighty, y'all. We're way over. I'm probably gonna have to break this up in some parts. Man, oh man. The game is just, it's awesome, guys. It really is. I gotta give kudos to Frogwares. Those guys, man, they published and developed this game. Definitely worth that play. Anyway, man, I will and shall catch you guys on the other side. Just want to say thanks for the love and support on the channel as always. Woo, Sherlock crushed it again, didn't he, bros? He sure did. Peace.